The firstborn over all creation, unlocking the link between Colossians 1:15 and Psalm 89:27. These two verses reveal Jesus Christ's divine authority and eternal supremacy, proving he is not a created being, but the preeminent creator and king. Psalm 89:27 NWT. And I will make him my firstborn, the highest of the kings of the earth. In this verse, God speaks about King David, or the Davidic line, which prophetically points to the Messiah, Jesus Christ. The term firstborn here does not refer to the literal first child, but to a position of preeminence or supremacy. In biblical usage, firstborn often symbolizes rank or authority, not physical birth order. For instance, Israel is called God's firstborn in Exodus 4:22, even though Israel as a nation wasn't the first created. Likewise, firstborn emphasizes exalted status rather than creation. Colossians 1:15 NWT. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. Many interpret firstborn of all creation as meaning Jesus is a created being. However, in the biblical context, the term firstborn here aligns with supremacy and preeminence over creation, not being a part of it. Here's why. Greek word prototokos. The Greek word prototokos used here can mean preeminent or chief. It denotes rank and authority, not chronological order. The verse is saying that Jesus holds the position of preeminence over all creation as the one through whom and for whom everything was created, Colossians 1:16. Supporting context in Colossians 1:16-17 NWT. Because by means of him all other things were created in the heavens and on the earth, the things visible and the things invisible. All other things have been created through him and for him. Also, he is before all other things, and by means of him all other things were made to exist. These verses emphasize Jesus' role as the creator, not a created being. He is before all things, verse 17, indicating his eternal nature. Link between Psalm 89:27 and Colossians chapter 1:15. Firstborn as a title of authority. In Psalm 89:27, the firstborn title is assigned as a rank of supremacy, describing the Davidic Messiah's ultimate authority over all kings. Similarly, in Colossians 1:15, firstborn of all creation highlights Christ's supremacy over creation, not that he is part of creation. Jesus' role as creator and king, both verses point to Jesus' divine authority and kingship. Psalm 89:27 speaks of making the Messiah the highest of the kings of the earth, a role that only God can assign. Colossians 1:15-17 declares Jesus as the creator, reinforcing his divine preeminence. Refuting the created being argument, Psalm 89:27 and Colossians 1:15 both use firstborn metaphorically, focusing on rank and relationship with God, not physical creation. If Jesus is the creator of all other things, Colossians 1:16, he cannot simultaneously be part of the creation he made. Challenge to skeptics and non-believers. If Jesus is merely a created being, how can he be the creator of all things, as stated in Colossians 1:16? If firstborn in Psalm 89:27 clearly refers to rank and authority, why interpret it differently in Colossians 1:15? How could Jesus be before all things and sustain all things if he himself were created? Wouldn't that contradict his eternal nature? These scriptures, when harmonized, demonstrate that Jesus is not a created being, but the preeminent eternal creator and king.